Hello and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio on Moonstruck TV. Now, I was just thinking about what I was going to talk about with you this week. And of course, in America, we've had Mother's Day, which has been this previous Sunday. And in England, we have Mother's Day in March. So it's a different time of the year. So if you're listening in England or in Europe, you'll understand that why I'm talking about Mother's Day, because this is the day in America. And I was thinking about how caring and how loving some mothers can be. And I know that's not always the case with our mothers, but for a lot of us, that is the case. And we have, and caring is something that is such a wonderful attribute, such a wonderful quality to have. And when you look at the caring industry in our world, like teachers caring for your children, nurses caring for the elderly, the sick, those people that are needing medical care, the doctors, and all those people that care in our society. And caring is such a wonderful way to be. And I know that it's almost as though it's operating in the light, and being in the light and being and doing the right thing and doing the thing that God asks us to do is a wonderful way to be, because it helping other people is what is required of us. Giving to other people is what is required to us, and allowing us to be working in communities, working in families, working with friends. I know sort of a very English thing is, let's put the kettle on and have a cup of tea. And so if there's a problem, the kettle always goes on and we have a cup of tea. And the British are known for cups of tea, aren't they? And so I know that, so just having a listening ear is caring, just having and healing as well. And I know that when we're in our lives, there are always people that we will love, always people that we care about. But for those people who feel alone in their lives, don't forget that there are many people in the spirit world that care about you and have love for you. And so it's not something that is just confined to our world. There is care all around us. And I know in the spirit world, they wish us to really be successful in our life, be successful in what we have come here to do. But part of what we have come to do is to have love in our hearts and be caring to others. And I feel that Mother's Day is a day where we celebrate love and caring for another individual. And what better way to celebrate is the mother's love, which is the ultimate love of caring and love. So that's my little talk for today. And I believe we have some callers waiting. And I believe we have Kathy in Radcliffe, Kentucky, USA. Hello, Kathy. Are you there?
Hello, I'm right here.
Brilliant. Or should I say
hear
awesome? Yes, I do. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right, Kathy? You. Fantastic.
Yes,
so I am a medium, and I can either connect to my guides and give you guidance, or I can connect to a loved one in the spirit world. Is there a particular way that you would like me to work?
Get through my daughter. She just passed away like 2 months ago. She committed suicide.
Your daughter?
Yes.
Right, okay. Let's see what we can do for you. Let me. I'm I'm very good at being able to connect to specific people. So give me a moment, and I'll ask my guides to bring her forward. Okay, I'm just hearing a female voice because I'm more clairaudient than anything. So I'm just hearing a female, and by the way, just to explain myself, clairaudient means I hear the words more. And clair means clear, and audient is hearing, so clear hearing. So I'm just hearing the words. Hello, Mum, I'm here. And she's almost speaking. She's bypassing me and speaking directly to you. And I'm asking her if she'd like to sort of communicate through me and speak to you. Okay. She's making me feel as though she was in despair. She felt as though she didn't know which way to turn. And she felt, she's saying to me, she felt at the time that she felt as though she was a burden to people around her, and she didn't want to be this burden anymore. I know she wasn't. And I absolutely know she wasn't. And she's saying to me, she wishes that she had seen some sense. And she wishes that she had trusted in people and believed in people to help her. Because she now knows that since she's been in the spirit world, that people would have been willing to help her. But she couldn't see it in her mind when she was alive. And she's saying,
that's so true.
and I feel that she was somebody that almost didn't want to burden other people. She felt she wanted to be. It's like there's a sort of an independent streak in her where she wanted to sort of do everything herself. And I feel that's why, and I feel that was very much her character. And that's not a bad thing in life, to be sort of independent. And I think that, but she just felt that she couldn't independently do everything herself. And she's just put some balls in my hand, and I feel like I'm juggling lots of balls, like I'm having difficulty in coping with this and this at the same time. And I'm hearing the word dad. And I don't know whether this is her dad, or whether this is your dad. But I'm just hearing the word dad coming through. Did she have some difficulty with her father?
Yeah, she didn't want nothing to do with him, but he was never around when my kids grew up. And far as I know, he's alive still. But my dad passed away.
Right.
About 3 months.
About 3 months ago. Right. Okay. Because she's saying to me that she did have some difficulty with her own father, but she's also saying that she's met up with your father, and he's standing beside her, and they're together in the spirit world. And she's letting me know that she's so glad that she's with him, because he's been a pillar of support to her. And she's saying to me that she couldn't have coped with life in the way that she's had to cope if he hadn't have been there for her. And am I right in saying that he passed first before her? Is that correct?
Are you still there?
Yes, I am. Am I right? Am I right in saying that she passed first? No, he passed first. Sorry, he passed first. I know that with this lady, that she is very sorry to her mother for causing her this pain. And she's showing me she's wearing a bracelet. And I feel that this bracelet is quite significant in her life. And hopefully she can listen to the mum can listen to the playback afterwards. So, Kathy, are you back?
Yes, I'm right here.
Oh, sorry, I thought we lost you for a moment. She's talking about. So I know that your father passed just before her, and she's letting me know that he helped her so much and gave her so much guidance, and he's being beside her like glue the whole time that she has been in the spirit world. And
you talk about really, my dad that passed away?
Yes. They're together,
okay.
and he's helped her enormously. He's been just a pillar of support and just so wonderful and caring to her. And she says that I couldn't have got through everything that I've needed to get through if it hadn't have been he hadn't have been there by her side. She's also showing me that she would have worn a bracelet that's quite significant in her life. And I feel that this, would you understand her wearing a bracelet that has a meaning?
Not that I know of. I don't remember what she was wearing last time I seen her. I seen her that day she killed herself, but I don't remember what bracelet she had on.
Okay. But she's also saying to me that I know that there's a bracelet that's significant, and maybe when we're having a reading and it's quite emotional for you, it's sometimes difficult to remember sort of those sort of details. But she wants to talk about a bracelet that I feel that was a gift to her. This is somebody, and I feel that this bracelet was meant a lot to her, and she's talking about this bracelet.
Does she know where it is? Because everything she had, her boyfriend, everything of hers belonged to his family.
Right. But she's making me feel as this bracelet was a present from someone in her family. And I feel that this is something that's quite precious to her. And I feel that she would like to have that for you to have that. And it makes me feel as though either there's initials or a name or something on this bracelet. There's some writing on this bracelet that is significant, and she's showing that to me. She's saying to me that she's showing me you with photographs. Have you changed some of the photographs that you have in your home and taken out old photographs and put her in it?
Yes, I did. I did.
Because she's showing me, she's watching you do that, and she's grateful for having her photographs in your home. She's also showing me an image of a dog, and she's making me feel. Have you got a photograph up with a dog that I feel that may be in the spirit world?
It's a white one with her dog.
Yes, it's a white one that I'm seeing. Yes,
that's her dog.
Yeah, and that's in the spirit world. Is that correct? Because she's making me feel as though she's met up with the dog, and so she's got the dog with her as well. She's also showing me. I feel that she would have had some. I feel that she's showing me tattoos. Would you understand that?
Yeah, she's got tattoos.
She rather liked it.
A couple of her.
yeah, she liked her tattoos, and I feel that she would have been happy to have more as well. She did like her tattoos.
Does she know the one I'm gonna be getting the memory of her?
That would be lovely. She's and she's showing me a butterfly in a tattoo. Did someone have a butterfly in a tattoo?
Butterfly. There might have been one on her back. I think the head I had flowers. I had a butterfly in there. I'm not sure. Can't remember.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing a butterfly that I know that is significant. I'm also being made aware that sadly there's never enough time to give a full reading on these shows. But if you do want to speak to me further, you can find me on Facebook. Gail Moffat is my name, and I just want to say that she is telling me. She says, "Will you please tell my mum that I don't blame her for anything, and that I want her to know that I love her, and I'm so sorry for causing her that all the hurt and the pain that you've gone through." Does that all make sense to you?
Okay. Yeah. I got one more question. If her daughter the baby's daddy or not, the guy that she was with that abused her, is he the father to her baby?
I couldn't quite hear what you said, but I've run out of time.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, I can't answer any more questions. But find me on Facebook and text me, and I'll write back to you. So don't worry, I will continue to talk to you. But I have another. So thank you for calling, and I'm so sorry for your loss. But I have another caller calling in, Tonya from San Diego. Are you there, Tonya?
Yes, I am. What a lovely accent you have.
Oh, thank you very much. And you're just down the road from me in San Diego. I'm in LA at the moment.
Oh, fantastic.
So I am a medium, and what that means is I can connect to loved ones or my guides and give you guidance, or I can connect to somebody, a loved one in the spirit world. Is there a particular way that you would like me to work?
No, I am actually, you're the master at this, and that's why you're the expert, so I'm just going to follow your lead, whatever you choose to see that's blowing at me that you need to talk about.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see what we get for you. Okay. I feel that you have a grandmother in the spirit world, and I feel that I want to go onto the father's side of the family as I connect to your grandmother, and I feel that she's sort of giving me just check. Your grandmother on your father's side it has passed. Is that correct?
It's not my father's side. On my mother's side has passed. I didn't know my father's grandparents.
Okay, I was wondering whether you didn't know her, and I felt that you didn't. But it is her that has come through on your father's side. So she is the one that, and it's quite interesting how people don't expect the people that we don't know to come through. But when they get to the spirit world, they know you because they have an interest in you because you are her granddaughter. And generally what I find is when they come through, when they don't know you, is because they are compelled to share their experience because they went through something that perhaps you are going through something. So there will be some sort of similarity in their life. In other words, they have an understanding of what you're going through. Did you know anything about her?
No. I think he mentioned her name once, but it's still been a long force. There's my older sister's still telling me that my father isn't my father. So it's just, it doesn't, you know what I mean? He's gone and passed now. I'm not worried about having to fight for that information anymore, you know?
Right. So there's a question mark as to whether, oh, right. Okay. So with all those question marks, it's no wonder that your paternal grandmother is coming through to speak to you, because sometimes they are compelled to give you information that you perhaps need to know. So I'm just, and that was me talking, but I'm just going to quickly get back to her, because let's hear what she has to say.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
She says to me that she says, you were absolutely right, Gail. I am compelled to speak to you, because she is incensed about what has happened in your life. She's showing me your birth certificate. And I can see writing on this birth certificate, and I know it's a birth certificate, but I'm not seeing the accuracies of, and now I'm just being shown father. It's just come into my clairvoyance. I'm just seeing father. And I'm seeing a name, but I'm not seeing the name clearly. I just know there's writing there. And it's like what she's doing is she's got an eraser, and she's rubbing it out and putting lines across it. And then she wants to write another name in. She's making me feel as though she's making me feel as though, is your mother still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's making me feel as though, how can I put this? It's almost as though
my stepfather adopted me, so that might be the reason why she wants to erase his name off my birth certificate and put my real father's name if he is supposed to be my real father, so I can understand your relation and the message.
Because I heard the word adopted as well, so I knew there was an adoption somewhere. And she says that I think where she is compelled to come through is because you have a whole family, and she's making me feel as though your family doesn't live far away from where you live. I feel that they live in California. Oh, hold on a moment. I just got Phoenix, Arizona. So, I'm and Phoenix, Arizona isn't far from California, is it? My geography is
from San Diego.
5 hours, okay. And she's making me feel as though you have family in that area, that she would like you to reconnect with, because there are people in your family that could be a great support to you, and you just don't know them. You know, I need to tell you a story, and I know this is doing a psychic part, but it will help you. My sister went on to Ancestry.com, and we in our family found out that we had a first cousin that had also gone on to Ancestry.com, and so we found out a whole family, and that was just through I don't know whether it was a blood test or a saliva test, but anyway, it's a DNA testing.
Yeah.
And that is a route where you can sort of find people, but she's wanting to encourage you to explore some of your your relatives? Because I
My
feel
mom
that you
23
have...
me only because of my older sister, because she was closer to my father, and so she's basically been doing all of the tree connections and all that other stuff. So
I feel that there is some half sisters out there, and I'm very drawn to Phoenix, Arizona. How fascinating! I'd love to hear about any discovery that you find with that, because I absolutely know that you have a whole family, and she's also saying that they're spread throughout the United States, but that your starting point is Phoenix, Arizona. There's a lot, and she wants to help you. I feel that she's helping your family sort of try to find and explore and open up the truths of what you of your family.